Hey, Sandals Church men, coming to you from my truck. This week we talked about relational healing, and there's a lot that can be said about this, especially from a men's perspective. And obviously, not all men are the same, but in general, many men struggle relationally, and there's really two sides of that. One, just being aware of ourselves within relationship, as well as maybe the damage that's been done to us that we've sort of brushed off or dismissed. And a lot of us carry hurts from past relationships, mom or dad, or mentor person that was supposed to care for us, and they didn't, so we cut them out, or dismiss it, or we just kind of move forward in our life. Or we were the cause of relational strife, and we haven't really taken the time to reconcile, and we sort of just just tough it out, that kind of mentality. I think younger generations are becoming more sensitive to relationships and becoming more aware of themselves. And so I guess what I would encourage you to do is to really look at how important relationships are in your life. They are for all of us. No one's an island. No one can handle life on their own. And many of us, because of our relational hurt, isolate. And so we have less and less friends over the years, less and less opportunities to grow in this area. And ultimately hinders our relationship with God, because we don't know how to relate to other people, especially to another man. And I'm not saying God's a man, but we call him Father. And we have that kind of masculine idea about God. Even though God is spirit, he's neither male nor female. We relate to him as such. And I think it's hard for us to know what intimacy with God looks like because of that. Like, how do I express my feelings? How do I show emotion in an expressive way, even in worship or things like that? And so there's a lot of relational healing that needs to take place just on a basic level regarding how we relate to others. And then on top of that, if you're married, you may have a difficult marriage, and it may be difficult to see your role in it, how you've contributed to it, maybe an inability to listen, or inability to communicate your own feelings, or wanting to just overly simplify and fix the problems in your marriage. Maybe how you relate to your kids, because men tend to be harsher when we finally put our foot down, where we can do things, say things that are more extreme, and so we break relationship. In even a roommate situation or a friend situation, kind of don't talk about anything until something comes up, and we don't know how to work through it with them, and so we just kind of cut them out. And these are all things that we need to work through, and Jesus wants to heal this part of us. And in most relationships I've observed, especially marriage relationships, when a man is connected to Jesus, knows who they are, knows what things they struggle with, is aware of their emotions, they're able to relate well to their spouse and others, and able to really work through that and have a healthy relationship. When we isolate, when we throw things at someone else from a distance, when we minimize things, we're not able to do that well. So my encouragement to you is to be honest in your groups and with your spouse about what things you actually feel under the surface, what things you're concerned about, what are the wounds that you carried, even if you're a teenager or young adult, into adulthood, and where do those stem from, and how does God want to heal and transform that? How can you be a bridge builder in friendships, roommate situation, marriage, with parents? Those are all ways that we can grow relationally. So dig into this, guys. Don't ignore it. Don't assume that it's for someone else. This is a huge area of growth for many of us, and I want to encourage you to keep at it. Praying for you as always. Love you guys. God bless.